An artificial joint plays the role of bone, while the plastic portion mimics cartilage. However, the plastic isn't your run-of-the-mill plastic. It's medical-grade polyethylene, meaning it's formulated to be lightweight, but also extremely durable, so that it withstands years of wear and tear within the body. The type of metal they use to make the bone portion of an artificial joint depends on how flexible that joint has to be. A knee joint requires less elasticity, so they mold it out of cobalt chrome. A hip joint, on the other hand, needs to be more bendable, so for that they use titanium. They either forge the shape in a press or mount the titanium block on a computer-guided mill. Under a steady shower of lubricant, the mill's 20-odd machining tools carve the block from all angles. After a primary rough machining, the mill's precision tools finalize the shape. From start to finish, machining just one part takes about half an hour. Now a robot takes over. It runs the part against a series of sanding belts, their grits progressing from rough to fine. This removes marks the machining tools left on the metal and polishes the surface to a mirror finish. The robot can't reach the edges, so a worker sands them manually and verifies the dimensions. Then the parts go for a thorough cleaning. The factory puts random samples through wear testing. The machines simulate joint movement, complete with fake joint fluid. The factory sprays some parts with titanium powder to help bone tissue to cling to them. This machine, called an optical comparator, projects an image of the part's coded outline against a technically perfect template. The technician makes sure the part and the template match. To become an artificial joint, the metal bone now needs its plastic cartilage. That requires polyethylene powder. A technician weighs out a specific amount, puts it in the outer sleeve of a mold, then inserts the mold's inner piece. The technician loads the mold into a press that applies both pressure and heat, 374 degrees Fahrenheit. The powder gets squeezed between the mold's two parts and turns into solid plastic. Using various instruments, they measure the molded part to ensure all its dimensions are exact. Now, a computer-guided machining tool carves the grooves into which the metal part will slot. These details are far too intricate for a mold to shape. Then some final measurements to make sure the finished part adheres to the engineering specifications. Random samples undergo fatigue testing equivalent to 10 years of wear. Some plastic parts are just too complex to be molded outright, so instead, the factory molds a block of plastic, then machines it. The block spins on a lathe as various computer-guided tools shape it. Samples of these also undergo wear testing. After a specific number of movements over a specific time period, technicians remove the parts and weigh them. By comparing to the starting weight, they can calculate how much plastic has worn off. The packaging room is what they call a clean room, meaning the air runs through a filter system to keep out dust and dirt. Workers pack the artificial joints against foam to protect the metal surface, because even the tiniest scratch can cause premature wear. After heat sealing the packages, the factory ships them off to a sterilization plant. There, powerful gamma rays penetrate right through the packaging and kill off any bacteria that might be lurking inside. Make no bones about it, these joints may be artificial, but the movement they restore is as real as it gets.
hunter Josh and British chef Matt have survived one night in Mexico's remote Copper Canyon. They are determined to prove that they can thrive in the wild with just the basics. But so far, they've caught nothing.
Up here, it seems to be devoid of pretty much anything. Our last sort of great hope, as it were, are acorns.
We need this to work. They're not very big, are they?
They're tiny.
This is going to take ages.
Oh, my God. Maybe they could make them a bit smaller. This really does feel rather desperate. Ugh.
To make the most of wild food, Matt brought 3 staple ingredients in his belt.
Just 3 pots: salt, sugar, and vinegar. OK, so here I've got a bit of sugar, which I'm trying to caramelize evenly. So I just need to swirl that around. Got these roasted acorns, and I'm just going to put them in. We let it cool, and then a few stabs of a knife, and it'll be able to crack. And we can take it. We can chew it tonight, or we can take it with us tomorrow. There's the caramel. There's bags of energy in those nuts. I'm going to swirl that around. Watch your fingers. That stuff's like napalm.
Bro, that looks bloody great.
Want to try it?
Yeah, I'll give her a nudge. That's really good.
Good,
The perfect amount of bitter and sweet and sour.
oh, my God. First time you smiled in 2 days.
Up next, from epic fails to the most cringeworthy moments, Richard Rawlings and Aaron Kaufman take a break from the garage to bring you the funniest videos ever. Fast and Loud Demolition Theatre, coming up next.
What is it like to travel as a celebrity? Fly first class. Indulge in a luxurious spa. And gourmet dining with your personal tour guide.
There's more protein in maggots than there is in beef.
That was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Running Wild with Bear Grylls. A new season starts Tuesday, 31st of January on Discovery Channel. If you're looking for high-octane stunts and stuntmen, this is definitely not the place.
Call the police for me. What's going on? He's ran me over. Call the police for me. Okay.
Out here, fame has a price. It's accidents.
Take it easy.
Wheels that fail. Thursday nights at 10:50 on Discovery Channel. He's always been the enthusiastic one.
Daddy!
I know you want it, so just don't hang around.
Yeah, got work.
And he's been the skeptical one.
Not a good start.
Well, that's not ideal. Well, that's not so good. Oh, hang on, that's not good.
Have you ever thought about going on one of those positive thinking courses?
No. Interested.
Wheeler Dealers, Thursday nights at 9 on Discovery Channel. From 29th January, get disrupted at 9 as Discovery Channel's most iconic characters redefine each night of the week. Decoding, deconstructing, defying the status quo. Life is good. Don't miss the 3-night premiere event.
This is gonna be one proper adventure.
Get disrupted at 9. Starts 29th of January on Discovery Channel.
Warning, the following program contains dangerous stunts and activities performed either by trained professionals or people who really wish they had been trained. Do not attempt these stunts at home or anywhere cameras are rolling, as they could lead to serious injury, public humiliation, and relentless, unsympathetic mocking. Viewer discretion is advised. Right now on Fast and Loud Demolition Theater.
Oh my gosh, that had to hurt.
Hot rod hunter Richard Rawlings and master mechanic